Infield in the way out of here.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but the
batting fourth, the right fielder, Christian.
And here's Christian Yelich now. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. Burns is kind of an interesting. Gone! Jock Peterson with a 2-run blast. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras,
as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
3 runs already home here. And there's a base hit on the line. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
So digging in now, Chris Bryant. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, Matt, I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
Standing in now, Kyle Hendricks. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs are on top 3-0. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88-91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lorenzo Cain is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. And it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Eric Sogard. And now a pitch on the way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for the Brewers.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Fouled away. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see. Right,
hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Brew Crew has cut this to a 3-2 ball game now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Ball 1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot here for Jed Jerko. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Brewers have drawn even now at 3-3.
Well, that lead didn't last very long. Great swing of the bat right there to get your team right back in it and tie this one up.
Here's Ryan Braun now.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Taken in by Kipnis. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to see.
Narvaez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the second inning set to go, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hiura ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Slow roller left side. Sogard's got to be quick. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Arcia, the runner at second with one away. Front door curve is taken. Strike two.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Here's Eric Sogard.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to.
And the go-ahead runs in to score on the sac fly as this is now a 4-3 ball game. Striding in, Jason Hayward. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Here
comes the first pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. So the base is empty here with one away. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. The cutter runs outside, ball one. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Hit down the third baseline. Grounded back up the middle. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Jerko has it, and he'll step on the bag himself. And the bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Keston Hiura. Late that time for a strike.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out.
On the mound right there, he had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Jed Jerko is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. So stepping in, Ryan Braun, who comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Hit softly down the line at first. Braun is off of first with 2 away. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Fouled off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold on to a 4-3. New inning set to get underway, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Braun. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Hendricks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses, ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. And a ball 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. And they take the lead. It's gone. 2 runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. First home run of the campaign for him as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. First delivery to him on the way. Bounce to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So here now's the pitcher, Corbin Burns. Pitch on the way. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Corbin Burns becomes out number 2 this inning. Lorenzo Cain is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and the deficit holds at 5-4. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that brings up Mike Trout. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch. Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 2-2. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Brett Anderson is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yelich on second. Peterson is over at first with 1 away. Just got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now. Will get the ball in play. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And they double him up. It's 8-4. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
Now, 2-1.
Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Good battle. Count remains full. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 5-run cushion. So now to the plate, Kyle Hendricks. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 9-4. Digging in, Eric Sogard. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to